Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Settling YouTube channel for episode number 10 of season 2 of The Glory Hunter. Well, we're still at Crystal Palace and we are in a title fight. We've got another big set of fixtures coming your way, but as always, if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Help us on our way to 700 if you're enjoying the content. Give the video a thumbs up. Links to the Twitch and the Discord are also down below as well. Would really appreciate all the support in the run-up to the new year. We'll start things like we always do. A look at the Premier League table with 12 games to go. We are currently top by 6 points to Liverpool, who are in second. We've got 10 points back to Arsenal. Chelsea, I don't think we need to worry about them. Spurs are down in 5th, Villa in 6th. They've only lost 2 games this season. Things are looking very good at the foot of the table. It's Wolves, Birmingham and Ipswich who currently occupy the bottom 3 spots. Ipswich in there on goal difference alone. We've got a tight fight at the bottom. We've got a tight fight at the top. The fixtures for today, as always, 3 of them will play, 2 of them we will simulate. It's Ipswich at home, first up in that relegation slot. It's then the Champions League last 16 against Lecce. We are 2-0 up from the first leg. It's Fulham away in the Premier League. It's Sunderland at home. It's Newcastle away. I'm expecting if we get through in the Champions League, that's where the next set of fixtures will come. So we may have another Champions League game to bring you. I'll decide what games we do as we go along. I think we'll definitely play the Ipswich one to kickstart the episode. And fingers crossed for a big 3 points to start episode number 10. Welcome to Selhurst Park then. We're just looking to keep up the momentum, keep that 6 points gap, and realistically the games against Ipswich are the games that we cannot be affording to drop points. We know we haven't been at our best recently, but we are finding a way of grinding out results, and 3 points here would go a long way just to securing a bit of hope as we go into the last few games of the season. Adley now goes that wide to Ismail Sarr. He's got himself a pocket of space down this far left-hand side, and looks to dink the ball into the middle. Can he find Cooper Minus? He does. He hits the post. I thought he did well. I mean, the keeper just didn't really react. I kind of thought it was going wide with the keeper's reaction, but he has actually just dinked the post on the way through, and it's a half chance, I think, at best. Everton with a corner. 12 minutes into this one, they will take it short. Now Hamadi looks to get the ball into the box. Can we clear? No, we can't. It will go back to Engen, to Taylor. His shot, but Maligan comfortably saves that. Again, half a chance for either side in the opening exchanges of this one. Cooper Minus now in the middle. Can he look for the run of Adley? We'll find the run of Adley. Adley's going to take one touch. Is that going to hit that across the keeper? Good blocks from Greaves. That's going to be a corner. That's really good from Crystal Palace. Now we've just got to try and get this ball into the box. Cooper Minus with plenty of swaz. It comes Weston McKennie, and in the end, nothing coming off it. End-to-end game, though. Both sides pushing. And Sarr again down the left-hand side, causing the Ipswich fullbacks a little bit of trouble as he works the ball into the box and tries to find Cooper Miners again, but can't. We will reset, though. Weston McKennie now on the edge of the box to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones is going to try and find Adley. Can't. Ipswich with plenty of players behind the ball. You've got to think we're going to get chances. They are going to be difficult to break down with men behind the ball at all times, though. Adley out wide to Ismail Sarr, finds that man again, and that man is going inside. He's going to try and find the right of Adley. Takes a touch, shoots. Good save from Claudio in the Ipswich goal, and that was a big chance. Adley just couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet. Cooper Miners will dink this ball into the box and try and find the head of Lacroix, but can't. And again, Ipswich just managed to break away through again. Cooper Miners on the counter-attack now. Finds Jeremy Pino, who's back in the starting 11. Jeremy Pino can now just keep running and try and find an opening. There's nobody really there. He's going to go back to Curtis Jones on the edge. Curtis Jones, can he wiggle his way and try and find an opportunity? He can't, but he finds Cooper Miners. Cooper Miners says brilliantly, take 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Oh, it's just wide. Would have been a special goal from our number 7, but looks like we're going to go into the break 0-0. Need a big second half performance. That is exactly what we need. Ismail Sarr cuts the ball back to Cooper Miners. Cooper Miners goes in, finds Jeremy Pino. Can't get the ball out of feet. Falls back to Cooper Miners. Back to Pino. Oh, it's a big save, and Jeremy Pino simply has to score. It was a little bit lucky. The ball ricocheted around in the box. But that is a glorious opportunity, and I really hope we don't come back to rue that chance. Ipswich now going forward. Engen, who's been brilliant for Ipswich, tries to get the ball across. That should be a goal kick. No, Bassi gets a touch on it. Will be a corner to Ipswich. Just a little spell of pressure for Ipswich as he gets the header. Maligan's there. Thankfully for us, that is a big, towering header. And now maybe we can look to counter-attack because Ipswich have committed players forward. And Adley, no, can't. And does well to get the ball back, though. Ismail Sarr. Just keep working. Munoz into Cooper Miners. Cooper Miners, can he find Adley? Does find Adley. Is Adley onside? Oh, it doesn't matter because he's at the post. Ipswich currently toying with us here. barely get the ball off them, and now we've got a chance. Now we can potentially counter-attack. Jeremy Pino goes inside to Curtis Jones. He'll go one more to Jefferson Lerma, and Jaden is there, and we just cannot do anything. I think we may be about to drop points against relegation fodder Ipswich. Hopefully it's not more than 2. Lerma tries to clear the ball. Jaden tries to clear the ball. Maligan's there with the save. Can we get the rebounds? We do. Oh, what is going on at Selhurst Park? It is going to be a dreadful start to episode number 10. Credit to Ipswich Town, because we have not been able to do anything unless we can do something here. And of course we can't. Ipswich have overrun us in midfield. They have been sensational. We have been lacklustre, and we will drop points and blink first in this title race. I expect Liverpool to win, and that gap could be down to 4. With that draw, I think we will simulate this game, mainly because we're 2-0 up, and I feel like this is just a game we should be winning regardless. We will make a couple of changes here and there. I'm going to drop Adley out, put Nketiah in to the match day squad. Emerson Jr. left, Bakayoko on the right, Mateta leads the line, Jones, Cooper minus Wharton, Rico Lewis, Stones, Aqua, Munoz as the back 4. And we should just have enough here to get the job done comfortably. 2-2, not comfortable, but we do progress, and that is the key thing. Cooper minus gave us the lead. Rodriguez equalised. We actually went 2-1 down before Jeremy Pino going back. 4-2 on aggregate into the last 8. We just got to hope for a kind draw. Champions League draw has been done. It is Arsenal in the last 8. We're at home first and then away second. So familiar opponents for us in the Champions League and an opportunity to progress. I do think we may have to play both of them, though. Put them away, then. We need to bounce back. Another team that is down in the bottom half of the table. Tricky conditions, but we need to just get back to winning ways and goal-scoring ways as well. But, currently still top. Liverpool have got to chase us. We can afford a couple of blips here and there thanks to the gap that we have built, but I don't want too many more. And Cooper Miners could get us off to the dream start here, and Leno with a big save. Space did open up for Cooper Miners there. He probably could have gone inside a bit further as Shmeli Sarr went out, put the ball into the box and try and find the head of Lacroix, and Semi does, but it's going to be a goal kick as Anderson does well at the front post. Cooper Miners in the middle again. Goes back to Wharton. Wharton will go back to Cooper Miners, who just found himself in a pocket of space, and goes to Jones, who goes to Adley, and Adley twists and turns, and Anderson again is there. Had to be sharp to it. I think from memory, Fulham is the game we played earlier in the season where we beat them 6-0 or something like that, and they were absolutely dreadful. And I'd absolutely kill for another one of those games because we're in desperate need of a big performance. Chance of Fulham. Muniz. Bassi does well against his former club. Does really well against his former club, and he'll have a point to prove today. And now potentially we can counter-attack through Wharton, who's going to try and find the run of Adley. It's a brilliant through ball, and Adley is in to score and open the game. Does! Brilliant finish, brilliant goal, well-deserved 1-0 lead. That just eases the pressure a touch. His 8th goal of the season, and it is a wonderful finish. What a through ball as well from Adam Wharton to give us the lead as the replay glitch is still in the game. Fulham with a free kick on the corner of the box, dangerous position as they look to get back pretty much straight away in this game. Adama Traore looking for a bit of space at the front. We'll go short to Mateus Nunes. Good tackle though. Cooper Miners clears. Ishmaeli Sarr, can he clear? No. Traore does well to win the ball back, a little bit sloppy from Crystal Palace, and Sarr tries to get the ball back again. Can't. Fulham trying to create some Nunes there. Bassi's there. Sensational from him. And now can we look to counter-attack? And we can, because Ishmaeli Sarr potentially is going to be in. He's got men coming across though. Can Anderson get there? I don't know whether he can. Ishmaeli Sarr to go alone. Good save from Leno. Would have been a bit of a smashing grab. Got another chance here through Cooper Miners. Ishmaeli Sarr on his right foot, bins one, but Leno comfortably saves it. Adley. Wonderful run. Bakayoko back in the starting 11. Can he get himself back in the goals? He's one of the quickest men on the pitch, if not the quickest man. No, Leno with a massive save again. Oh, we could be easily out of sight and out of mind. Leno keeping Fulham in this game. Adley does really poorly, and Cooper Miners, that is late. That is going to be a yellow, that is for sure. But Curtis Jones now clears the ball. The referee says that is enough for the advantage to be over. Back in the midfield, Wharton to Cooper Miners, who is surely going to get that yellow. Verge with the clearance. That should hopefully do us to half-time. Need that second goal to kill the game. That is the aim for the second half, as Cooper Miners has seen something that nobody else has. Does really well to win the ball. He's got to be careful. He is on that yellow. Adley now. Can he find the run of Bakayoko? That is a sensational ball. Bakayoko surely to make it 2. Does. Adley, that is the assist of the season, my friend. the vision to play Bakayoko in, and the run from Bakayoko was nothing short of sensational. That is a wonderful finish, and Leno can't keep that out, and hopefully now that is game, set, and match, and we can really relax a bit. Football from Crystal Palace in this second half has been short of sensational. As Bakayoko's now driving into the box, looks for the run of Adley. Oh, it was nearly perfect. Anderson was there to cover. We are in free-flowing mode. Why we couldn't do this against Ipswich, I will never know. This is like the Crystal Palace I know. This is the Crystal Palace we need for this run-in the last 10 games after this one. And Fulham claim a lifeline right at the end of this game. Iwobi into the box. Martinez is there. What a tackle that is from Bassi, but it falls to Wilson. And if we thought this game was done, we've got 14 minutes to hang on now all of a sudden. Out of nowhere, Fulham get on the score sheet, 2-1. Shmilissar down the left-hand side. 8 minutes plus whatever the referee deems to add on. Left in this one. Can he square it across? Does to Weston McKennie. McKennie on the other side to Curtis Jones, who bends one from distance. It's absolutely sensational from that man, Curtis Jones. It's only his second of the season. He only scores worldies. And just as Fulham thought they were back in it, we've crushed their dreams. That is game, set, and match. 3 points coming back to Selhurst Park. With the Champions League game around the corner, we will simulate this game against Sunderland. The simulations have not gone our way recently. We need a big Premier League win at home to Sunderland. I want to play the Champions League game. A few changes to the squad, please. Can we just turn the form around? We do. It's a 2-1 win. Mateta gets the goal. Talby equalised. Mateta got the second. 2-1 win. That is absolutely massive for us to get that result. Now it's on to Arsenal at home in the last day of the Champions League. Welcome to Selhurst Park then for this quarter-final clash with Arsenal in the Champions League. We've had the better of them in the Premier League so far. The table reflects that. I'm really looking just to be in this tie, just be in this game in the second leg. And if we could get a dream start here through Bakayoko, that would be absolutely wonderful, because Bakayoko is driving into the box. Bakayoko may go, let's square it to... Tries to find Jean-Philippe Mateta, who couldn't quite get there, but that would have been the perfect start. But yeah, just be in this game, boys. Shmilissar beats his man down the left-hand side. We're getting plenty of joy down both of these wings to start this game. Sarr, can he find Mateta? Does find Mateta, but Militao's there. Brilliant from him to clear the lines. And Crystal Palace just with the early pressure here. Arsenal just not quite up to the races yet. And we're going to come forward yet again here, because Bakayoko's going to try and find Mateta, but can't. Holds it up to Shmilissar, and Shmilissar again. We're plenty of joy down the left side. Cuts inside, goes to Cooper Miners. He's going to try and spin his man. Does spin his man. Cooper Miners to give us the lead. Puts it wide. Oh, he was almost running away in celebration. He had to hit the target. It's one of the worst replay angles you'll ever see, and somehow it's put wide. Arsenal with a chance to come forward for Martinelli. Rice is there, but Adam Wharton is there, and Adam Wharton's currently got Declan Rice in his back pocket as Mateta looks to find the run of Ismail Sarr again, who's down this far side, and we'll cut back inside and look to try and find Jean-Philippe, but can't. Militao's there, and Mateta can't quite get himself in this game currently. Shmilissar again. That man has had so much of this ball in the opening exchanges. We'll go all the way back to Cooper Miners, who'll try and square it to Curtis Jones. And again, decision-making in the final third just hasn't quite been there. We haven't made this pressure count. We haven't made this early possession count. We definitely haven't taken our chances as Bukayo Saka now comes forward, and Curtis Jones is there for company. Rico Lewis trying to get back. Late challenge from him. Can't get it. Gravenberch back to Saka. Saka into Victor Gyökeres. Chance for Arsenal to potentially create something in their first opportunity. Stones comes across. Lewis comes across. Maligan will comfortably save. Rico Lewis for company. Does well to stay on his feet. John Stones can clear. Rico Lewis tries to find Shmilissar. Can't. Actually comes off him, and Saka does really well to win an Arsenal throw. And right before the end of the first half it would be very cruel if we were to concede now. Can Mateta win this? Does win that. Finds Shmilissar, and Shmilissar is now going to try and run down this wing. Can he cut back inside to Cooper Miners? Does find Cooper Miners. Cooper Miners, has he got the pace? No, Militao has been absolutely sensational. And that brings to the end the first half of action, where we've been the better team. We've had the better chances. We just haven't had that clear one yet. Best one came through Cooper Miners. At the break, it is 0-0. Sarr again, just so much joy. Can we create something now? Can he find Jean-Philippe Mateta? He does. Mateta spins his man and shoots and scores! Thanks for coming, Gabriel. Mustard and hot dog on man. Finally, Mateta got a chance when he wasn't side by side with Militao, and absolutely takes advantage of it and smashes it past David Raya. We lead in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. A little bit deeper, looks for the run of Ismail Sarr, finds the run of Ismail Sarr, and Ismail Sarr can't quite get the ball under his control. Skiddy conditions, the ball just kept going away from him, and now Martinelli has a chance, but Munoz is there. Brilliant defensive display so far from Crystal Palace. Sarr into Mateta, and these two playing so well together. This is like the Mateta and Sarr of last season. Ismail Sarr into the box. Can he find Jean-Philippe? Does find Mateta. Mateta now back to goal. Back to Adam Wharton. Wharton's got nowhere to go. We'll go out wide to Bakayoko. Declan Rice is there, but we will be able to reset. Munoz into Bakayoko. Bakayoko into Jean-Philippe Mateta. Mateta beats his man. Can he get the shot away? He does, but Davaraz equal to it. We're defending from Gabriel that time to make up for the earlier mistake. Looks to the run of Sarr, and Sarr is working his legs off, putting in an absolute shift. Ismail Sarr bends it on his right side, can't get the shot away. Cooper Miners, Wharton, I should have gone to Curtis Jones. We've just tried to force it there. We got a little bit excited and a little bit carried away, but Wharton wins the ball back. Brilliant from him. Martinelli does the same to Bakayoko. End-to-end stuff, both sides battling. Cooper Miners is there again. We just seem to want this a little bit more. Mateta into Bakayoko for 2-0. He's offside. Oh no, Saka might be in. John Stones, can you get back? John Stones can't get back. And with their first attempt on goal, Victor Gyökeres equalises for Arsenal. And it's come out of absolutely nothing. And he's given it the big one. Oh, it's heartbreak. We have been so good in this game. Just resets out wide to Mitchell, who goes out wide to Ismail Sarr. Sarr just trying to run down the wing, just trying to create something here. Can we get that one goal that would be a deserved win? Cooper Miners can't play it in. Gravenberch clears it, and now Arsenal have got a chance to potentially come forward again. But Weston McKennie with a huge challenge. He only goes back to Bradley. Pressure from Arsenal. Jones makes up with a mistake though. Finds the run of Adley. Adley, can he find the run? One more. It's Emerson Jr. He scores! When you need a goal in the last minute, who are you going to call? It's not the Ghostbusters. It's Emerson Jr. who gives us a deserved 2-1 victory in the first leg to take to the Emirates. It's absolute chaos at Selhurst Park and nothing less than we deserve. What a way to finish episode number 10. We'll have a little look at the fixture, the table, then the fixtures for the next game. What a performance against Arsenal to potentially put us in reach of the semi-finals. It's still a 6-point gap back to Liverpool. They also slipped up. They're on 63. We're on 69. They've got Chelsea next as well, which is not an easy game. We're 12 points clear of Arsenal. They shouldn't be in the equation with 9 games left to go. We'll have a little look at the bottom. Let's see if the bottom 3 has changed at all since we last looked at Ipswich. Now out of the relegation zone. Sheffield United replaced them. Birmingham Wolves, the sides at the bottom. Fixtures coming your way for episode number 11. It is Newcastle away first up before Arsenal away in the Champions League. Birmingham away, Sheffield United at home, Everton away. If we beat Arsenal, of course, there'll be a semi-final sprinkled in there. We are coming down to the business end of the season. You do not want to miss this. Hit that subscription button, and I'll see you on Thursday for episode number 11.